Hello everyone! Today's video is sponsored by CARDMARKET.com, Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon. You can find all the best-selling cards right now in the metagame. You can find really good bargains from older cards and things like that. You can also find any sort of product you might need, any singles, any boosters or booster boxes or sealed products, along with accessories from basically each and every set. And make sure you tune in to the end of the video to find out how you can win a €10 voucher for the website or a €5 voucher if you are just signing up as a first-time customer. Hello everyone, today's SALAMENCE VMAX video is sponsored by CARDMARKET.com, the best place to purchase and sell Pokemon cards in Europe. Thanks so much to CardMarket for supporting us. I will leave the links to CardMarket down below so that they know that you are supporting the videos as well. And I am doing a giveaway. Make sure you check out the other video linked in the description down below to see how you can win a €10 voucher and a €5 voucher for CardMarket. Check it out. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where we are continuing to feature these post-rotation decks in this cool format and with some really cool animations. I hope you're enjoying it. SALAMENCE VMAX, right? SALAMENCE VMAX is another really powerful VMAX Pokemon we're getting in Darkness Ablaze. Humongous 320 HP. The first attack, Twin Sonic, does 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. That's a very nice attack for a single colorless cost. Really cool. And then we have the Max Wing attack doing 240 damage, and during your next turn this Pokemon can't use Max Wing. That shouldn't be that big a deal. We do have Air Balloons and switches to play around and switch around to make sure that we reset the effect. And the energy cost is pretty high at 4, right? 4 total colorless energies. However, thanks to that, we can actually play the triple acceleration energy onto a SALAMENCE VMAX and cover that attack cost, along with running the welder engine as you are seeing on your screen in order to accelerate energies. But the really cool part is that you can end up using like your attachment on the active and then weldering to avenge SALAMENCE VMAX depending on who you expect to go down or what the plan is. But you do have that option, which is really nice. Now we also have the regular SALAMENCE V, which has a pretty cool attack, right? Transflight, this attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, right? No questions asked, 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Obviously, if they have something to protect their bench, they will prevent this damage. But for a single welder, you could essentially deal up to 180 damage spread out, of course. But that 30 damage everywhere could mean you get to establish knockouts for SALAMENCE VMAX. Probably you would have to use it at least a couple of times in order to really set those up, or even 3 times. But doing so much damage out of the blue, having such a nice attack and bench damage is always good. And it goes well with Twin Sonic as well, where you deal 40 to the bench. So you could go Transflight 30 to everyone, for example 2 Jirachis, and then you Twin Sonic, make sure you take those 2 Jirachi prizes fairly easy and for not a heavy cost. Yeah, and then Heavy Storm does a very straightforward 160 damage, as we have seen with the non-evolved beast. That does seem to be the case with having a solid, no drawbacks, just straightforward, powerful damage for a high energy cost, of course. The lightning weakness, however, is not great when we have Peak ROM for both, right? The SALAMENCE VMAX and SALAMENCE V. It's not great when we have Peak ROM still in the format and the new Vikavolt V, so that could be something to be worried about or concerned about. Now we are running Volcanion in order to power up the SALAMENCE VMAX and the SALAMENCE V. We have 2 Detenes and Eldegoss. Eldegoss is very nice to recycle the welders. We have Heatran GX as well, so we have essentially the fire package, and we can use the fire type attacks as well to cover or to vary our weaknesses as well, just as an alternate attacker that's not worth 3 prizes. We have the triple Jirachi to help us find those welders, and then of course support-wise we have our 4 welders, our 2 researches, our 2 Marnies, and 2 bosses orders. So fairly solid. Our idea is to welder as much as possible, but it's not even super necessary thanks to the triple accelerations. Pokemon wise, we have the 4 Quick Balls and the 2 Pokecoms, once again to be able to search for the VMAX, but we can also just draw naturally into it. We have 4 switches and 2 air balloons in order to reset the effect of the attack of Salamence. We have 2 fire crystals, we have 2 reset stamps, we have 3 giant hearts, we no longer have fire flames, and we no longer have heat factory in the post-rotation format. So we do have to utilize those in order to help us get the energies into our hand and help us pull off that welder. Now, energy-wise, we have the 4 triple acceleration, the 9 fire energies, and we have the brand new powerful energy, right? The attacks of the colorless Pokemon this card is attached to do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So no way to add damage to the bench. However, with the powerful energy, Salamence VMAX would do 60 damage in case you chose one of the 2 targets as the active, and the other attack, Max Wing, would do 260 damage. So where will these extra 20 damage be relevant? I'm not entirely sure. Obviously that would require testing, and if for some reason we find out that they're just not worth playing at all, then what we could do is subtract them from the deck and then just add a 10th fire energy and possibly either the 4th Jirachi, the 4th Salamence V, the 3rd Research, the 3rd Marnie. Like, there's definitely a lot of really good candidates that want the energy, or rather that want the spaces in the deck. So we could definitely consider that if that extra little bit of damage just ends up not working out for us. Obviously, as the game goes on, the extra little bit of damage every turn will certainly help, but for now, I'm not quite visualizing where it will be useful, or in any matchup in particular, or to hit the numbers, because 240 or 260 is just, it's not enough to 1KO stuff in a VMAX meta, but it's not changing anything from like a 3-hit KO to a 2-hit KO, or a 2-hit KO to a 1-hit KO. So yeah, not entirely sure, but it's a brand new card. It goes really well with Salamence. It's basically printed for Salamence, I would say, looking at the set. So I figured it might as well be worth it to try it out. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work out, and we can just swap it out for something else, right? Like I said, there's definitely so many candidates that want extra copies of the cards. Even a 3rd process orders would be fantastic. So that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, that covers this Salamence VMAX deck. This is my idea, but I have seen so many ways, because it does have the colorless cost, right? Because it does have the colorless cost. I have seen it combined even with Charizard GMAX, which I do want to cover as well. I've seen it paired with Malamar. I've seen it paired with Quagsire even. Obviously, Quagsire will no longer be standard legal, but you can see like the many myriad of possibilities that you have, purely because the colorless attack cost, right? Even with Colossal, right? The Colossal that powers up fire and fighting energies from the discard pile onto any Pokemon you want in any way you want. That's also a possibility, right? That's also a possibility in order to power up Salamence VMAX. It could be the new Tapu Bulu Beakable, I guess, in a way. Probably not. Setting up a stage 1 and a stage 2 in the current format is just not quite easy. The good thing about this deck is it does have a lot of answers to the CDI, so that's a big bonus, but the lightning weakness is definitely a big deterrent for the deck. And yeah, I think that covers the Salamence VMAX deck. If you have any other ideas on how to quickly power up the Salamence VMAX, they are, I'm all ears, right? And if you even have lists or have practiced something, I'll definitely be willing to showcase the deck if you're sure it's solid. Like, we have a whole month to go until Darkness Ablaze comes out, so we'll probably be featuring different variants of the same card throughout this month. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel, and don't forget to check out our sponsor CARDMARKET. Don't forget to check out our sponsor CARDMARKET, the best place to sell and buy cards in Europe. Thanks so much, and until next time, bye bye.